Gente. Ahí está, estamos yendo bien. Hace rato no estamos yendo bien. Bueno, gente, estamos en Genshin Impact, ya se lo saben. Genshin Impact. A ver cuánto le damos, Mira, va a haber directo, mira, quién sabe si será un directo corto. De hecho, hoy no sé si será un directo largo, no lo sé, gente, no lo sé, porque tengo mucha huevita, mucha huevita. Vamos de fiesta, Factoril. Y así, gente, lo dejamos, pues lo dejamos ayer. Jeje, XD, lol, 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 papu. XD, papu. Papurri. A ver. Le un dendróculo. Ah, ah, dale, dale. ¡Fium! Nada de loco, gente. ¿Y esto es lo que te? ¿Para qué? No lo llevamos. Pues hay que hacer las diarias, ¿no? Las diarias nunca. Espérate, espérate. Antes de hacer las diarias. Este. Este porque. Vámonos de fiesta, Factoril. Gente, ya quedó editado el video. Recortado, yo quedó el recortado del video. Son 30 minutos exactos. Bueno, no exactos, de 35 por ahí. Ya quedó editado el video. Y recortado, falta editarlo, ¿no? Ya le puse musiquita de fondo. Falta irlo editando. Voy como por el minuto 3. Entonces a ver qué onda, cómo surge. Y pues valiendo madres porque compré más mangas. Pero pues ya, eso va a ser para cuando haga el video de Berserk, la edición especial de Berserk. Ese sí va a valer la pena grabar. O sea, no digo que no valga la pena, ¿no? Pero para grabar de una y no hacer doble video, porque luego me da hueva. Vámonos de fiesta, Factory. A la bestia, papu. A la bestia, papu. Nada, hacemos esto. Ya me toca farmear, hoy es viernes, ¿no? Viernes de videoblog, gente. Nada, a ver. Les puedo decir qué mangas compré, no tengo ningún tipo de problema. Compré Dilo, por favor, ¿me dejas hablar? Gracias. Compré el tomo 1 de Vagabond porque pues no lo he leído, a mí el Vagabond no lo he leído, es un pecado. Espero que me perdonen, pero no lo he leído, entonces aquí se escucha, ¿no? Se escucha el tomo 1 de Vagabond, lo compré. Es que hubo 20% de descuento como les comenté en el directo pasado. Compré el one shot de Kajika o Kajika, que es de aquella Toriyama. Ya lo leí, este ya lo leí, está entretenido. El de Vagabond no lo he leído, de hecho lo único que he leído es Kajika. Luego compré el tomo 2 de Slam Dunk, donde aparece Rukawa. Rukawa, ándale, ese Rukawa, ahí aparece, ¿no? Ese no lo he leído ni lo he abierto tampoco. Compré 3 tomos de Pum Pum. Compré el 13, el 12 y el 10. Eso sí lo compré. Pues nada, están bonitos. No los he leído tampoco. Y Gigantomaquia, otro one shot de Kentaro Miura. Este sí me dijo la muchacha, mira, tengo este one shot y yo dámelo. No sé de qué va, pero es por Kentaro Miura y eso es God, gente, es God. Y no me he terminado de leer los otros que compré el jueves. El de What a Wonderful World de Inio Sano. Nada más leí el primero, pero no he leído el segundo. Pero nada, estoy emocionado porque ya voy a terminar. Voy a superar lo que he visto en animes otros años. A lo mejor me podrán decir Danis, pero los one shots no deberían de contar. Ah, cabrón, ¿quién son? Ah, cabrón, Pero ustedes dirán, Danis, esos no deberían de contar porque, pues, son one shots, ¿no? Yo te voy a decir, me la suda, güey. Me la suda. A la bestia, el daño que hizo esta piba. Ojito, Ojito, ojo, piojo, ¿no? ¿Cómo me lo va a autococinar? Es increíble. Porque es que luego ocupo comida, gente, y no hay. Y no hay comida. Vámonos de fiesta, Factoril. Ay, voy a avisar en pinche Twitter porque luego se me olvida, güey. Que no aviso en Twitter. Pero un manga que tengo así ganas, güey. Pero ganas de leer es el Jujutsu Kaisen. Ese sí tengo ganas de leerlo. Es que tengo ganitas. Pero bueno, ya vendrá luego, quién sabe. Ahorita lo más, o sea, digo, los one shot me han hecho un paro. Porque es que deben de contar como anime manga. O sea, aunque sea un one shot, que sea corto, debe contar como una serie completada. Porque está completado. Ahí está. Ahí está, güey. Pero sí, yo digo que ya no voy a comprar series nuevas. O sea, digo esto porque me compré Vagabond. Pero realmente ya no voy a comprar series nuevas. Ya me voy a dedicar a solamente terminar las que tengo. Y ahí me voy a comprar one shots. Sí, porque si ando comprando y comprando series ya no va a terminar ni una. Y es mejor que si las termine. Vámonos de Peta Factorial. Oigan, mi Deluxe sí pega, yo lo tenía en un estima más bajo. Creo que lo único que me molesta de este equipo es la sanación. Es que sí me falta el Bennett. Sí me falta el Bennett mejorado. Pues es que esta morra, mira lo que baja. Pum. Pum. Vámonos de Fiesta Factorial. ¿Lo mojamos? ¿Por qué no lo mojamos, gilipollas? ¡Mójalo! Aplicamos el mojado con básicos. Retrofusion. Vámonos de Fiesta Factorial. ¿Y esto? ¿Y esto, gente? Esto lo cambiaron, ¿no? Esto no estaba. ¡Ay, güey! No mames, Tilín. Pum, pum, pum. You're my baby, my... Y se vienen represiones de Slam Dunk, entonces... Le damos dúo con Slam Dunk, con Berserk, si es que hay. Ojalá. Porque la verdad no quiero comprar la segunda mano. Hay un güey que los está vendiendo, que los que me faltan pues 180 cada uno. Y digo, nah, vete a la verga, güey. Luego para que sea segunda mano, nah, güey, vete a la verga, mucho a la verga, ¿no? Le dicen la rompe corazones, falsas ilusiones, no pueden cambiar con el tiempo. El chinchu pega ni madres. ¡Pum! ¿Eso qué? Ah, ¿esto o qué? No, tengo que leer esto. Le dicen el rompetilinecio. Uy, güey. Ya estoy cansado, ya va a terminar directo. No, pues a ver cuánto aguanto. Sí estaba buscando overlays. De hecho, a lo mejor mañana. Ay. O cuando vuelva a hacer directo, ¿no? O sea, no. Ya les dije a lo que hablamos ayer. Ya les digo a ver cuándo. Sí pego, güey, sí pego. ¿Qué le hago a la mamá de que no hace daño a este equipo? Sí pego, güey. La neta, güey, la neta que sí, güey. Le dicen la rompe tilinesios. Simples tilinesios. Y así, gente. A la verga, loco. A la madre, nos va a dar clases por línea. Pues qué pedo, se suspenden las clases. No debería haber. No va a tener internet. Pero el gigantomaquia se ve muy bueno, gente. O sea, el pinche arte se ve bien y luego me dijeron que el este estaba bueno. 130 pesos, está bien. Pero si de todos modos, ok, si me compré 3 de Yasumi Pum Pum, tengo 4, me faltan 9. Y pues ya comí banda, así que eso a lo mejor en un momento me paro a servirme un poquito de jugo. Porque pinche frío, pero pinche frío, pinche calor. Pero eso, o sea, ahorita hacemos las diarias, resina, farmeamos a quien le falta y a ver cuánto avanzamos. 32k. Sí de grapa. De uña ver. Ah, pues tenemos que ir con ella, ¿no? Vámonos de fiesta pa'l Toril. Pues sí, para, es poco a poco vamos cambiando las cosas, güey. Pues así, así es como lo hacemos, banda. Vamos. Y el libro que pedí, bien, gracias, ¿no? My baby, my baby. Le dicen la rompe corazones. A la vez, ya no sé qué estoy diciendo. Le dicen el tilín, tilín necio. Oh, oh, oh. Creo que es una canción, no lo sé. ¿Cuánto llevamos? 10 minutos, hombre, ya, nada más queda 20 minutos y ya terminamos directo. Porque me siento cansadito. Le dicen el tilín, tilín necio. Pero, ¿saben qué me da ganas de comprar? Así una edición así bien grande, una que no sea solo así, una edición grande, grande, tipo Kira, Akira. La edición de Akira que vale 300 pesos, creo que cada uno. Ese se me antoja, ese, y no sé nada de Akira, ese se me antoja, ese me da, compadre. Ese me da, compadre, se me antoja, compadre. Y son 7, creo. Pero ese me antoja, ese me. No, ¿cómo que? No, 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 chicos, no me la container, no me la container. ¿Quién falta? ¿Quién falta? Le dicen el pinche tilinesio. Ah, nos falta uno, gente, nos falta uno. Let's go. Ahí está. Pues a ver, voy a checar mi lista. A ver, ¿quién es?
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Eso sí, no lo admito. Como que quiero una cabechita. Oh, hoy toca Ito. Hoy toca farmear por Ito. Let's go. Dale, pues, sacamos al equipo ganador. Ganamos. Ah, ¿qué pedo? ¿No? ¿Ya se cambió, no? ¿O no? Creo que estaba así medio acá. My baby, my baby. You are only my baby. Le dicen la rompe motizaza. Rompe motizaza. No quieren que cambie la motiza. Ese pinche meme. Esta que me encanta. Estoy tratando de ver cómo hace la mano, pero es que yo no puedo. Ah, ya vi cómo. Okay, I pull up. Okay, I pull up. Okay, soy puto. Yo. Soporten. Toma. Toma, 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 toma. Alright, aquí número 1 y 2 here in the flesh. Toma, 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 toma. Pero. La bestia 75k. Ódele, güey. Ódele, güey. Ódele, antes de que carguen, güey. ¿Qué más, güey? Tú, güey. Ustedes, estos güeyes. Parece que son acá bien pros, pero la neta estos güeyes me cagan la pinche rotación porque me hacen lentito. Le dicen el pinche inicio. Fíjate. Ya ven, me hacen más lento, motherfuckers. Ya perdí por su culpa la rotación. Cállate. No, ya me hizo lento, ya no pude. No, ya no pude. ¿Quién falta? ¡Este gilipollas! No, pues lo voy a aumentar todas mis habilidades otra vez. ¡Pum! Toma, toma. A ver, lo puedo haber hecho más rápido, sí, pero me la suda la gente, yo lo hago como quiera. La gente que dice, si no me paso un dominio en 20 segundos no sirve. No me los huevos, hombre. ¿Cómo la ves? Ok, ocupamos 10 si no me equivoco. Aquí para codonarlo ya, para codonarlo y luego ya subirle al toro, al Ushi. ¿Nos faltan 10? Nos faltan más, ¿no? Ah, ahí sería muy fácil. No, pues nos faltan 15. 13, nos faltan 13 en realidad. A ver, speedrun. Speedrun, gente. Me voy a poner lo más serio posible. Voy a hacer un speedrun, ¿va? Rotamos otra vez. Vamos hasta aquí. Ahora una. Ahí está, siguiente. Vamos a ver cuánto aumenta con esta coronada. My baby, my baby. Me dicen el rompetilínesios. Veo una muñeca cuando mira en el espejo, kiki. A ver si aquí puedo hacer la adaptación bien porque me falta la ulti de este güey. Pues la carga rápido. Venga, me quedó uno. Ni pedo, a ver cómo sale. Ven, si se ve que falta. Y luego si estos cabrones me andan, ¿cómo se dice? Esto no va a salir de una mierda. Faltó la ulti de Gorou, ¿cómo se notó? Gorou mi besto soporte. Y luego estos güeyes, o sea, usted me va a decir, Dani, es una mamada que tú digas que ya falló la rotación. Es que, aunque no lo parezca, la velocidad de ataque importa muchísimo con Ito. De por sí es de mandoble, si pega lento en comparación a alguien de espadas. O sea, miren cómo estoy pegando los cargados. No pego nada rápido. Nada, nada. Y es que estos güeyes no te lo tiran a ti para matarte, te lo tiran para hacerte eso nada más. Miren qué lento pego. Parece como que le cuesta cargar el mazo, ¿no? Veo una muñeca cuando miran al espejo, kiss, kiss. Uno. Me dio uno, ¿qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo? Pedo, ¿qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Lo cargas? Sí, ya dudé. No, me quedo otra vez a nada. Voy a esperar a que salga esto de este güey. Ok. Nada más falta ya el escudo de Noel. Que miren estos güeyes. No me dio eso, pero bueno.
Shadows of fate. Fate is upon you. It's showtime.
Boom. Boom.
I must
Boom.
leave no stone unturned.
Boom.
As a dutiful maid would.
Boom. Boom.
Delve
Boom.
into destiny.
Boom.
Written in the stars.
Coming through. Can't catch me.
Lo que más le molesta a Ito es el hecho de perseguir a los enemigos. Si están dispersos, valió madres porque como la ulti tiene muy poco tiempo. O sea, pues sí. Tiene muy poco tiempo de utilización, sí, batallas. De hecho, ahorita sé que no vamos a juntar lo suficientes, pero ahorita que salgamos del dominio, quiero probar a Sacarosa. Quiero ver qué tal va. En juntar a los enemigos, obviamente, ¿no? Pues para algo malo voy a usar. Voy a perder daño por la ulti de Mona, pero no hay pedo.
Everyone on me.
Let me scry.
¿Alcancé a cargar la ulti? Creo que no. No, me quedé a nada. Bueno, va a esperar.
Decided by destiny.
It's showtime.
Voy a andar pegando así una vez. Es que lo que tiene Gorou es que da demasiado bono de daño geo. Eso le viene muy bien a Ito. Obviamente, ¿no?
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Miren, eso es lo que les digo. Estoy batallando demasiado. No estoy batallando, estoy tardando demasiado.
Written in the
Pero
stone.
bueno, pues son gajes del oficio. Cuando realmente disfruto jugar con Ito es con los personajes que es uno solo, los jefes o cosas así. ¡Pum! Ah, se acabó. Esto se acabó. Vámonos de fiesta, Factoril. ¿Qué pedo con la página de Panini? O sea, de Panini México. ¿Realmente leen los viernes de peticiones? Yo no he visto que saquen cosas nuevas acá que la gente pida, ¿eh? Como lo del Darwin. Lo del incidente Darwin. Güey, ese... ¿Quién lee esa madre, güey? ¿Quién lee esa madre, güey? Nadie, güey. He visto toda la tienda llena de eso y nadie lo lee. O sea, ¿y quién fue el güey que lo pidió? A mí no me hacen, güey. Vámonos de fiesta, Factoril. A ver. No está la elegancia. Dale chinchun. Dale chinchulín. Dale binchilín. Ah, huevo, me dio los que ocupaba. Y luego este güey me va a dar más, fíjate. A huevo, binchilín. Esto lo vamos a dejar para el directo de mañana ya. Entonces, a ver, vamos a ver. Otra coronita para el rey. ¡Cha, cha, chau! De 97.9 de aumento de ataque en proporción a la defensa a 103.7. Le estamos aumentando 6. No, 5,8. 5,8% el ataque. A ver qué onda, ¿no? Ja, 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 ja. Ahí está. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué me falta? Ingato, me falta farmear esta madre, güey. Nah, güey. No puedo convertirlo. Si puedo, ¿no? Si puedo, Vinchilin. Pero no, luego. Gasta 500.000 monedas, a huevo. Vámonos, Vinchilin. A la historia ya, a lo que estábamos. Ya con el hito recargado. El DJ Ito O. Ito O. My baby, my baby. You are my baby. Vámonos de fiesta, Factoril. Buenas, pasando. Ojo. Un dátil. No sé qué es eso, compadre. ¿Y esto? 10 protos para hacer esto. Nah, de locos. Ojo. A ver. Debe ser fácil, ¿no? Es que luego estos batallas se encontrar. Motherfucker. Me está diciendo que voy a tener que subir, en serio. Ah, que no hay uno, que hay varios. ¿En serio me estás jodiendo, tío? No. Bueno, de modo. A ver, antes de ir para allá, voy a... por el jugo. Ahorita vengo rápido. Mientras les dejo alito amenazante. Vámonos de fiesta, pastoril. My way.
Arataki numero uno ito here in the flesh. Ha ha! Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that. Best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right.
Ok, bien chilling. Así vamos, bien chilling. A darle con la historia, bien chilling.
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Por cierto, igual en las sardinas.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word.
It's a one-for-one exchange. And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge...
You stay right there.
Vamos a pelear. Ojo, cinemática, ¿eh? Y se cae el directo, me encanta. the fuck, se está cayendo el directo.
Don't you see
Voy a
this
poner a
blade
grabar.
here? You coward! Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Estoy esperando algo. No. What? La internet anda bien pinche inestable.
Paimon's dizzy.
O sea, nos tragó la arena. ¿Pero por qué surgió la arena?
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may...
Energía residual.
The dendro archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
Vamos a investigarlo.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground... The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. All right.
He's not actually
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power, but two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in God.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here...
Raman, what are you gonna do about your...
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will...
Va. Me late. Nara Croft. Vaya referencia, Vaya referencia. Dice, ay, equipo recomendado. Me la suda, hombre. Que voy a cambiar a Mona y voy a poner a sacar cosas.
My experiment will succeed.
¿Qué voy a bajar defensas? Nada. Esta casa no. Esta casa puede bajar la defensa, Geo. Voy a ver eso, Si hace eso, God. Voy a dejar de grabar porque me acuerdo que no tengo mucho espacio en la Mac.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked...
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman,
Huh?
do you...
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly...
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an act...
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area.
Exploración, perfecto, me gusta. ¿Y mi mapa? ¿Y mi mapa, por cierto? ¿Y mi mapa? ¿Y mi mapa, por cierto? ¿Y mi mapa? No tengo mapa. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo? Alza tu mirada como mortal hacia el salón y escucha la guía divina del Rey Deshret.
Can't catch me.
Ok. Este que mueve. Pero porque a veces este es fácil. Creo que aquí está bien, ¿no? Porque va a dar 2. Ah, falta este. No, pues este lo tenemos que dar acá. Me falta todavía. Ahí está. Vámonos de fiesta, cabete. A la factory. O algo así dice. ¿Cofrecito por aquí? ¿Un cofre? ¿No? Bueno. Portal de resurrección activado. Vale. Ojo. Ah, esto es gilipollita. Vamos a juntarlos porque me da hueva. Oh, me da hueva.
Absorption test.
¿Por qué no junta? Júntalos. Vámonos de fiesta, Factory. No voy a gastar mi ulti de estos humanos. Digo, de estos hongos. Es una loca. No oigo, estoy algo sorda. Estoy hablando muy bajo, en serio. ¿Por qué en inglés? Porque es la mejor voz de Ito. Por eso. Vámonos de Ingaso. Vámonos de fiesta, Factory. ¿Y estos? ¿Y estos gilipollas? O sea, lo que te debías de preguntar es por qué tengo a Sacados en el equipo. Esta es una muy buena pregunta de examen. Estaba intentando algo, pero ya veo que siempre no. Por cierto, ya tengo coronado el Ito en la ulti. Pero pues no voy a gastar mi ulti en estos honguitos. Me los mato en un pim pam pum traca traca. Es más, dale, se causa. Pum, pum, pum. Porque le baja resistencia, no, porque, o sea, que lo veo. O sea, ese era mi plan. De hecho, lo acabo de decir hace menos de 5 minutos. De que dije, Sacadosa va a bajar resistencias. Pero no baja resistencias porque el Geo no se queda imbuido. Me acabo de dar cuenta de eso. No sé cómo no me di cuenta antes. El Geo no se queda imbuido, entonces no bajo resistencias. Sí. No. No viene bien Sacados aquí. Ah, no puedo cambiar de equipo. No, ni mos. ¿Qué pedo con esto? Ah, cofrecito. Hijo de perra. Oye. ¿Cómo lo hago aquí? Tampoco estoy pinchilín. Ahorita. ¿Qué pasó? ¡Ey! Ah, por aquí. ¿Y luego? ¡Ah! ¿Sí? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Esto? No, zanahoria. Ya lo ocupaba, ¿eh? Literalmente los dos objetos más comunes y te los encuentras aquí en una dungeon. Pero bueno, a ver, para esto la puse. Pum, 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 pum. Toma ahí, toma toro. Vámonos de fiesta, Factory. ¿Y esto?
Can't catch me.
Can't catch me. ¿Y esto? Bueno, no se ve. A ver. Activar ascensor. Ahorita para que veas en qué parte vamos. Bueno, en qué parte voy de la historia. Pero sí, mira, ya tengo a Elito. Mira. Justo hoy lo conseguí. Órale. Y este va a ser el siguiente. Este va a ser el siguiente, el torito. No, hombre. ¿Cómo va a pegar el toro? ¿Esto? ¿Por qué me pueden encontrar estos gilipollas? Sacados, júntalos.
Absorption test.
No, él, mátalos.
As a good knight should.
¡Hala, bestia! ¡Oh, my God! No pega nada. ¿Por qué no pega nada si le tengo la sombra blanca? Se supone que es su arma. Creo que le llevo daño, ¿no? Creo que a Noel le llevo daño. No sé, ni me acuerdo. No sé, Vingelin. Es porque esos son... Oh, no, pues sí, no, tiene sentido. Hey, ya, Vingelin. Mira, se quedó trabado. ¿Ya me quedé atrapado aquí o cómo? ¡No! Vámonos. ¡No! Tengo que subir. No tengo que bajar. Sí, ¿no? Sí, ya estuve aquí. Vámonos. Ah, Vingelin, ya entendí. Hay otro ascensor arriba, pues no me dicen, güey. ¿O no? ¡No! ¡Ay, Vingelin! ¿A poco sí, Pilin? ¿A poco sí, Vingelin? What the fuck, ¿cómo lo hacemos entonces? Ah, sí, mira. Nos la suda, nos la suda. No sé si es así, pero... ¿Cómo no va a ser así? No. Uno que es crack. ¿Y esto? ¿Y estos pelotutres?
Leave it all to me.
Dale, Gorou, carga la ulti.
Animal test 6308.
Dale, Sacarosa. ¡Pum! No pego nada. Pendejo no pega nada. ¡Ey! ¡Basta! 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 Eso, júntalos. Pum. ¿Por qué no los juntas? A ver, ya. Esto por aquí. Esto por aquí. Esto por aquí. Esto por aquí. Queda así, güey, Así, güey. ¡Pum! Y no tengo la ulti de Gorou, 26k y no tengo la ulti de Gorou. Sí, luego te... ¿Cómo se dice? Te interrumpen las animaciones. ¿Listo? Apago. ¿Y esto? Apago. Yo lo apagué. Ah, ya entendí, Vingelin. No, pues qué padre puzzle. ¿Y ese? ¿Y ese 360p? Ah, ya. No mames. ¿Cómo se va abajo, güey? Y luego hasta abajo, güey. ¿Para qué quiero hasta abajo? Como... No, me estoy viendo una zona nueva.
King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
Fíjate que la voz de Songli
That's what I call
y de
divine
Alphase
providence of
me gusta
King
mucho en inglés.
Deshret.
Un portalito. Así de chill. ¿Y esto? ¿Y esto? ¿Qué es esto, gente?
Brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Come mierda, Paimon. El Irminsul. Pero no era más grande. La bestia apareciste de la nada. Ok, Apolo.
Wait. What's that?
Es el Nasus.
It looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Pinche relación sabe todo, güey.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient.
Of course. Every student needs to master it.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too
También siento
concentrated.
que la voz de Sino le
The
queda así,
scent
¿no?
of life.
¿O tú qué opinas?
Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Imagínate tener que saber 20 lenguas para graduarte. No, hombre. Me mato. Imagínate en 20 idiomas saber eso, Tilín. Imagínate.
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world.
A la pelota.
King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
Muy bella, muy bella.
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself.
Ay, no te creo.
I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child.
Vale.
How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep.
En el irme insuro.
Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make...
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
Se volvió muy pequeña, o sea que ella sigue viva, ¿o cómo? ¿O es una reencarnación de ella, o cómo?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret. You've just witnessed his priest's life.
I've never heard about the surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Dice, te lo explica en la misión de Naida. Ah, ok. Qué bueno que me dices,
If I hadn't seen this for myself, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known.
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting.
My Eremites and I.
Hey, how you doing?
Es como si te dijeran ahorita.
I'll live.
El tilín
Thanks.
existe.
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel, but please, give me some time. After everything that...
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince and I'll return every last one of your your village keepers.
You seem to finally understand that our true
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for...
That must have been rough. But he seemed...
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed...
The outcome, at least, is
We should get going too.
¿O
Let's
tú
head
qué opinas de las
back,
voces?
have a proper meal, and
¿Te
a
gustan
nice
o no te gustan? ¿O cuáles son las que te gustan?
long sleep.
My baby, my baby.
Sino, we're leaving.
¿Signos de la novela?
Stop yelling.
Y 10 protogemitas, banda. Nos vamos. La voz de Paimon es la más enfadosa. ¿Y cuál otra voz tú dirías que es enfadosa? My baby, my baby.
Can't catch me.
Ah, chinga. O sea que todavía quedan misiones o qué? ¿O cómo? O sea que si nos vamos a rebelar contra la academia. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está?
This is destiny.
Sun is shining. Time to get
Contra el gobierno mundial. La voz de Paimon en coreano y japa es más aceptable. Eso es verdad.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think we can both... But we share a common cause now.
Where are the
I'll bring you to them.
Déjate novela.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one...
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
Oh no. Llegó Sino. ¿Qué pedo, Oscar?
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless.
Whoa. The
Pero
moment
bien
they
pelearle
set
ese
eyes
güey.
on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a...
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Madre el amor hermoso, sí, Sino, mírame así.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we...
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear...
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently.
They, wanted to
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I don't...
Well, you better start talking or...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
A ver. Los sabios dicen que intentaron crear un nuevo dios, ¿no es así?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis, and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He
What
asked
the
them,
fuck?
"Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was... After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extract...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's...
Ya entendí. Te odio, doctore. ¿Cómo? Doctore. El doctor. ¿Cuál fue el que hizo eso? O sea, pero me refiero con sus propias manos, ¿no?
You must have noticed by now. The academia doesn't care about who their god is. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus
Vete a la
orient their
verga, ¿qué es
entire lives and
fototaxia?
respect sources
¿Qué
of light.
chingados es eso,
For the
güey?
sages,
A
their
la
only
madre.
source of hope is the
O sea, y yo que
existence
sé
of a deity
español,
who
güey, no sé qué es
embodies the
eso.
acme of wisdom.
Foto, a lo mejor sea de los fotones. Por eso se refiere a lo de la luz. Voy a buscarlo por mamón. Fototaxia. Fototaxis. Ok, un ejemplo de una fototaxia es la polilla se orienta hacia la luz, por eso es un fototaxismo positivo. Y la cucaracha escapa de la luz, o sea que reacciona en un fototaxismo negativo. ¡Ah! Y así entendemos esto. Algunas criaturas poseen fototaxia, o sea que van hacia la luz. Dice, por lo que buscan fuentes de luz. Para los sabios, su única esperanza es la existencia de una deidad que represente el sentido de la sabiduría. Ah, muy inteligente el almacén. El almacén. El pilincén.
This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean? Is she not a true god present in this world?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power nor the spectacular insight. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about.
So.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village.
Sure, as you wish.
As you wish. Escoltar mi polla, hombre, me voy. Vale. My baby, my baby. You are all my baby. Palabra aprendida en la fototaxia. Muy pro, muy pro. Qué pro, qué pro, qué pro. Ay, ay, moque, moque, maque.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to.
The
A la verga. Las alertas chidas las tengo bajas, ya le subí más. Vamos a canjear uno. Vamos a canjear el... El calor.
¡No puede hacer tanto calor!
A la Yo.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about?
Or I can go fetch.
Oh!
Candas, mi amor.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Candas, mi amor. ¿Qué hace Candas a todo esto? A la bestia. Mis oídos.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was
Pero ¿por qué no
holding
se
my breath the
sentaron,
whole time.
pelotudos? ¿Cómo se quedaron ahí parados?
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
En gameplay.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules.
So, everyone, are we on the...
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what a...
The next time we gather here, we must...
Yep, it'll work out.
¿Cuánto me falta? ¿Cuánto me falta para terminar Sumeru, pai? Ahí está, misión completadita, hombre. Ah. Miau, 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 miau. You're my baby, my baby. Es lanza hidros elementales como la de Beidou que le dejas presionado. Ah, ok. Pues se ve bonita, se ve bonita. Ojo, misión de mundo, vamos a agarrarla nada más por los cajas. Tú. No es tú. Ah, es tú. Venga su madre. Venga su madre. Espera hasta el día siguiente. Bueno. Está bonita, nomás que creo que ocupa las tunas de Sumeru y por eso ya no las subí. Las tunas, ¿cuáles tunas? Creo que no las he visto. Habla con Candace. Candace, mi amor, ya voy.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting...
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too...
What do you think?
Okay.
Vamos a pelear contra Dios. Pulso de Aksha, fuego que arrasa. Son como los frutos de los cactus. Ah, por eso dijiste las tunas. Va. Creí que era nada más así figurativamente, pero no. Sí se parecen.
everyone's here so early.
Los personajes que han demostrado afecto hacia el viajero o la viajera, o sea, oficialmente ha sido Shenhe y Ayaka, ¿no? O Ayaka no.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been?
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Por fin llegaste a donde te toca pelear con Dios. Y ya, ¿no? Y Ayaka va Sumeru.
I gotta admit, it's bold.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and...
You're making...
¿Cinemática? You're my baby, my baby. No, falta la redención de Dios. ¿Cómo?
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
Se quiere novia, son novias. ¿Sí, no? ¿O no?
Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
Aguante, banda, es que hay un Pokémon aquí. Ahí está.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotion.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
Dice, pues con los diálogos la mayoría muestra aprecio, ya que Nilou es la que más ha mostrado aprecio porque no tenía amigos. Ayaka Got. Pero me refería así como algo amoroso, como una relación, ¿sabes? ¿Me explico? ¿O tú qué opinas? Como pura mamada de Genshin, o sea, del fandom de Genshin.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already...
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be...
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, you're welcome. And thank you for...
Eso díganselo al pinche Xiao, que ese güey se iba a sacrificar por todos. Pregúntate con el almacén. No, ya no la voy a poder dejar decir así. Ya la voy a decir almacén por toda la vida.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbye?
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be...
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able... I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take... Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Dice, hasta el momento no hay nada. Canon amoroso. todos son de amistad y simplemente interpretados, o son simplemente interpretados por el fandom. Ah, ok. Creí que había algo oficial. Algo canon.
Wait. Seriously? Remember? We went into the desert not long ago to exchange hostages with the... Come on. It was a remnant of King Deshret's bygone civilization, and we found...
Oh, it's all coming back.
Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the I think... Those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim, but the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, the withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms.
Algunos dicen que Almacén es autista. O coded, ¿cómo que coded? O autista, autistic coded. What? No tiene sentido, güey. No tiene sentido, Pai. No entiendo por qué lo dicen.
Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the...
In that, to make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our
Pero
preparatory
o sea, no tiene ningún tipo de sentido. No ha demostrado ninguna fijación hacia algo más que al conocimiento, pero no. No, y además tiene muy bien desarrolladas sus habilidades sociales. Su razonamiento matemático es súper bueno. Tiene un habla fluido y un razonamiento lógico muy pulido. Nada, no entiendo por qué dicen que es autista. Por su personalidad, nah. No pueden dar. O sea, entiendo que ellos no son psicólogos, ¿no? Pero... Pues entonces, ¿qué tan estigmatizado tienen la palabra autismo, sabes?
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
A los eremitas. Supongo que en este capítulo ya vamos a pelear. Bueno, en este acto. En este acto ya vamos a pelear contra Dios. Bueno, es que todavía falta rescatar a Nahida. Ya se me antojaron mis sardinitas con limoncito. Ay, ya se me antojó. ¿Te gustan las sardinas, Pai? ¿Y ese gilipollas? Ah, creí que eran enemigos insultándolo.
They're here.
Que tenga relaciones sociales. Que tenga relaciones sociales no significa que no pueda ser autista. ¿Hay tipos de autismo y niveles? Sí, hay hay tipos de autismo y niveles. De hecho, ya no se dice autismo. Se dice trastorno, no se dice. Se dice. Ah, sí, trastorno del espectro autista. Ya una persona no se cataloga solamente por si es autista o no. Hay niveles en diferentes áreas. O sea, puede haber autistas con buenas habilidades sociales, con un buen razonamiento lógico, pero con un pobre razonamiento matemático. Y va a haber autistas con un buen razonamiento matemático, un buen razonamiento lógico y un buen razonamiento y unas buenas habilidades sociales, pero van a tener problemas en el habla. Y hay autistas, y así puedes ir variando, ¿sabes? Obviamente va a haber más grados más graves, como por ejemplo tener muy pobres las habilidades sociales, el razonamiento matemático y también tenerlo muy pobre. Y las demás áreas tenerlas bien. Entonces, por eso se llama espectro. Porque si ves lo que es el espectro de la luz, es como... Mira, te voy a mandar una imagen justo al WhatsApp, justo de eso, para que me explique mucho mejor. Pero por eso se dice, ya se dice trastorno de... No, ya no se dicen personas autistas, se dicen personas con TEA, trastorno del espectro autista. Pinche imagen pitera, pero sí, algo así. No carga, ahí está. Ah, no está la imagen como me lo enseñaron, pero creo que esta imagen dice muy bien lo que quería decir. Te lo voy a mandar. Ah. Pinche imagen, no entiendo por qué por qué se ve tan mal la pinche imagen. Las sardinas apestan, están bien buenas. Están bien buenas, Tilín. Y si lo busco así, trastorno del espectro autista. No, aquí no me muestra. Pero me lo mostraron como si fuera un triángulo. Un triángulo puesto con la base hacia la derecha, ¿sabes cómo? Así me lo mostraron.
How's the work going?
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices
Por eso
according to your
digo, o
instructions.
sea,
One of them is
Algace
already ready
no
for use,
cumple
while the
con ninguno de
others
los
are still
aspectos.
under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge?
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but very...
Anyway, we're not going to use... As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The
Que me van a servir
academia
cuando
should
estaban
also
pequeños
have their
siempre
own
las
copy.
odié.
And
Pero,
according to the plan we
bueno,
just
sí,
came up with,
te entiendo. Me pasó con el hígado encebollado. Pues está bien culero, lo probé grande y no, sigue siendo culero.
Traveler, I want you to record something. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most... Now, please get...
You want us to record our conviction into the...
Yes,
Paimon is still really...
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do.
But trust me,
It's best if you can
Paimon.
do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievement. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effect.
But what was the point of doing...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. After all that time, what do you...
A fool?
A slave to orders.
Pinche Alacena es bien inteligente ese güey, La gente que le gusta el hígado encebollado es curiosita. Tiene, ¿cómo se dice? Tiene un gusto muy peculiar.
And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can
But why would you need...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even...
Things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, that's enough. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the...
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few... modifications.
Hoy sí es cierto que a ella salió un Sumeru, ¿no? ¿O no? ¿O me equivoqué? ¿Qué dice? Almacén tiene cara de que le gusta el hígado encebollado y cabe como... Su rover le dice, güey, ¿qué pedo? Canon. Háganlo, Canon. Aquí va a salir cabe. Cabe.
I thought we agreed on a plan.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. Is a former...
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you...
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of this. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions...
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be...
Seems you really do understand.
Traveler, Paimon. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest them.
Wait, how can we work with the...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many... My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the cities a bit...
That also sounds like something all...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this...
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would... I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you...
Cabe nunca sale porque te perdiste el evento. Mentira, creo que sale en la misión almacén. Y aparte tiene su apartado de encuentro. Sí, creo que hace como una aparición en la última misión de Arconte de Sumero.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have...
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey,
oh, ahorita me acuerdas, para ver tu perfil.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please...
Well, but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only... Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the...
Okay, you have...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Tampoco soy Vingelin. Ay, ya me está dando sueño. Pues, ¿qué horas son? Ah, sí, ya van a ser las 8, pues con razón, con razón.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's guide...
Ah, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order it. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting?
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Ahmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the...
As many as Ain el Ahmar? This should definitely be classed...
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a...
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because
Qué
this is
formal te
work.
ves.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already... Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors...
We discussed this from...
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been...
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, no matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's...
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain... Actually, considering the power of the Akasha...
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think... If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true. But the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it?
Because the Akasha controls the...
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions...
Ah, no mames, me espanté. Ah, ay, güey. Ah, ya me está quedando dormido. En la academia generalmente se defiende que las acciones humanas son
By
lógicas.
sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who... However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equal? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were decisive and principled. You were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out.
Tarda en canjearse. Ay.
But now,
Pues
you've
entonces
joined
ha
the
de ser el
team,
Stream Elements.
and I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated chaos. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past.
No manches, la
After
Zen
all,
sabe
there's
la
probably
teoría
a
de la
limit to just how
influencia
much we can be modeled or
de las
controlled by
personas.
data.
Eso es lo que vamos a ver en clase. Que siempre estamos siendo de la influencia social. Siempre estamos siendo influidos aunque no hagamos nada. Y aunque digamos que no somos influidos, estamos siendo influidos por las demás personas. Y nosotros también influimos. Somos un macrosistema.
So, in my opinion...
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be...
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped.
Paimon's so
Next time, pay attention.
Will do.
Just remember to stay...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great...
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as
What the
bright
fuck?
as the sun. And
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
Sí, para eso yo lo puse en mi tarea de filosofía. ¿En serio?
it seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest,
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district.
Understood.
Ma
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's air. Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the academia. And now get ready. We...
En 2 días, chaval. Dentro de 2 días, Ingasu, pues dale a esperar. Oye, estamos avanzando, parece que no, pero estamos avanzando. Sí, el profe nos había puesto una pregunta de que si creíamos que los pensamientos eran legendarios influenciados, algo así, no me acuerdo bien. Ah, pues sí, es básicamente eso. No solamente nuestro comportamiento, no solamente nuestros pensamientos, también nuestro comportamiento es influenciado. Hay algo en la neurociencia que se llama neurona espejo, que es de que cuando vemos a alguien hacer algo, o sea, esa persona activa ciertas neuronas al hacer algo. Y nosotros al ver a esa persona, activamos las mismas neuronas como si estuviéramos haciendo eso. Entonces ahí es son cosas de que nos pueden motivar, ¿no? Por ejemplo, si ves a alguien haciendo ejercicio, también a ti te va a dar ganas de hacer ejercicio o vas a sentirte motivado para hacer ejercicio porque tienes que activar las mismas áreas. Esto se llama neuronas espejo. Y eso pues no nos salvamos, Pili.
Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
El desierto. The desert. Es porque vivimos en una simulación. Sí, de hecho. De hecho sí. Y yo soy nivel 20.
Let's hurry over.
Wait a moment.
Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the academia,
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads for the case.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the...
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems...
Rahman, the academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sale.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I... Brothers! For that slight, let's...
A estos sí les voy a dar con Tokio, Morocho y Flor. Órale, güey. Órale, güey. Órale, güey. Órale, güey. Órale, güey. ¿Quién sigue, güey? Órale, güey. Órale, güey. Órale. ¿Quién sigue, güey? Tú, güey. Toma, güey. Me pedo, hay peda. ¡Chicapum! ¡Chicapum, chicapum! ¡Chicapum, chicapum! ¿Qué, güey? ¿Qué más sigue, güey? Ustedes, güey. ¡Po, po, po!
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel.
You pitiful.
I'm afraid
King Deshret will curse.
Silence!
Oh!
Lo durmió.
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and...
Yes, sir!
It's showtime.
Mahamatra Sino. I will now take
¿A
my
poco
leave.
también dice eso?
If you
No,
need
le
further
robó la
assistance,
frase
please come
al
to
arconte
Caravan
de los
Rebot and
eventos.
ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ram on there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's train.
Yeah, you're the reason.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with...
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, if we need help, Tainari is... Get ready for the next phase of...
¡Tainari!
Don't keep them waiting.
Mi papá. Como Rui del Priel se cae. No tengo la menor idea de que me estás hablando, chabón. No sé quién es Rui. Ah, pai, hoy le hice. Le hice el... Mi papá me dijo, ya me vi The Last of Us. La temporada de The Last of Us 1, ¿no? Yo le dije, ah, mi papá, ahí sale mi papá. Y dice, ¿cómo que tu papá? Y yo, no le sabes al mame, al chipotle. Yo le dije, sí, ahí sale mi papá. No, le traté de explicar, pero no entendió. Nari.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get...
but wait...
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get... Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to him.
Yeah, we sure don't want him...
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. You should be honored.
Like, I'm on that
Asunto
mercenary
peliagudo,
anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer.
How much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Oh, they're so cute.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis DI.
¿Sabes qué deberían de agregar en el Genshin? El modo cámara. O sea, que tuviera más expresiones faciales y así. Pero bueno, creo que ya es demasiado pedir. Ah, 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 ah. Miau, 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 miau. ¿A poco soy Vingeling? ¡Tignari! ¡Tignari! Tignari, mi papá. Tignari, mi papá. Tignari, mi papá.
Traveler, Paimon.
Traveler,
And you
Paimon, and you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's
a mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really
Por cierto, ¿aquí la voz de Tignari ya está cambiada o no?
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Tignari no es tu papá. ¿Aquí ya cambiaron la voz de Tignari en inglés o todavía no?
The doc.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Sí, ya la
Yes,
cambiaron.
I
Ok,
know
ok.
him. Actually, he left Paradis DI.
He left already?
Yeah.
Can I ask what it was? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. For now, all we can share with you is that...
Sino, you say?
Sino, you say. Los ojos, ¿cómo se le mueven? ¿Cómo está pensando?
I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the... Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can.
Sino's name really does work wonders.
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by
La
take
cara de la
away? Is he
viajera.
planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Snezhnaya. Ay, ¿esa transición? ¿Esa transición?
So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking,
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar...
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in him. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised.
¿Otra vez la transición?
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say... Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I... It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Nah, Tignari got. Tignari got.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a... He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can...
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation...
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want...
Sorry, we can't tell you everything.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
No digas eso, mi amor.
Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. One dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and this has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to...
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe.
I can do that. But the Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect to...
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever... On that note, aren't you also being quite
The Academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs.
Que si no sale... ¿Sí se me escucha? Que si no sale en la misión legendaria de Tignari.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the...
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. In which case, I must keep my promise. Also, if you run into Sino again, I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance...
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left party?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
O es un spoilazo.
According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? Just to be safe, let's chase him.
Like, we have no idea where he...
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find... That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry.
Primero el Silly. Que son dos protogemitas.
Alright!
New toys for the boys! Hello, free money. Goodbye, working for a living. Es que ya me lo sé, es que ya me lo sé. Soy yo, soy yo.
It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the dock. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be...
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to...
Vengazo. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, viejita. ¿A poco tengo otro logro?
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right...
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with
Let's keep going and see what we can...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Cinemática.
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep in...
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving?
It's time to say good...
Wait, is he the only person?
You mean...
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the...
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatu...
Oh no!
Let's go!
¡Vamos! No te es posible, toma, vaya TP, me voy a aventar aquí al ladito, hijo.
Pardis DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it—
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to quit. I've done my duty to inform you.
It would seem that my words have fallen. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis DI now—
With all due respect, your baseless speculation—
Well, you only have your Harbinger to— I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a Forest Watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has—
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on—
Vamos.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really
I'm
crossed the
fine.
line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Estos gilipollas, ¿qué piensan? Así lo voy a ir con Tokio, modo 8. ¡Pum! ¡Pum! ¿Tú qué, güey? ¿Tú qué, güey? ¿Por qué te vas, güey, ¿De qué le tienes miedo, güey, Embestida, carajo. ¡Pum!
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now. Let me stop.
Who wants some of this? Attaboy!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Pine—
Got it!
Got it!
Hypatia's still here. Doesn't... Well, how is she?
La marca del hito.
Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
Scaramouche?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first— I didn't need to do anything. It is her—
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you? Will you, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final— Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into— Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence, but this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination— Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words all— But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you.
No,
I was
Scaramouche.
born to become a god.
Es
My entire life up
falso.
until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you? I'm connected to your consciousness. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen.
Ornn de League of Legends dice que los dioses no necesitan seguidores.
The throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my friend. How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift. Just like my... It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded.
Ya, es cada muy van como 3 veces que te subes ahí.
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Palantir? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tighnari and Dia still must be fighting!
Dice... En Genshin se ocupan porque parte de su fuerza... En Genshin se ocupan porque parte de su fuerza viene de la creencia. Básicamente el tuve fe aplica en sus seguidores. Ok. Va, entiendo. Entiendo, en Genshin, es que mi Genshin y el Genshin y el Genshin. ¡Tighnari! Tighnari, yo te protejo. ¿Por qué tiene efectos de rayo?
Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of...
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Hey, didn't I tell you...
Just in case, let's go to Hypatia's...
No, Tighnari se tanqueó un rayo, ¿Cómo aguanta el Tighnari?
Thank goodness she's...
Hey, how about taking...
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse...
I know. They always think they can push...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The Academia's...
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond... As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in
Don't say that. I haven't...
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some... Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some...
You said the balladeer claims that Hypatia has seen...
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right...
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Parties DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can have...
Hasta las 7:21. Hasta las 7 o las 9.
Eyes clear.
Chicos, ya me estoy cansando, A ver si aguanto. 20 minutitos más, 20 minutitos más. Es que me le tiró un rayo, pero sí fanarts de él pidiéndole perdón. Ah, va. Está bien, está bien. ¡No! ¿En serio? No, there's no way. Completa la misión, la calidez de los ritmos callejeros. ¿Y esa cuál es? La calidez. Sí se llama así, ¿no? A ver. De los ritmos callejeros. La calidez de los ritmos callejeros. ¿Y dónde está? Va a ser la misión legendaria. Me cago en todo lo cagable. Pero creo que es hasta cierto punto. Hacemos la misión hasta cierto punto y ya después ya te deja avanzar. Uy, qué sueño me está dando. Le avanzamos poquito, porque sí ya me está dando sueño. Mirando jarrones.
Nilou! It's nice to see you again!
Oh, hey
there, Traveler and Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there. And so, the theater wants to host. Do you two want to come? It'll be It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important rehearsals are exhausting. If you, Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations are but no one remembers that once the celebrations start. We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventure. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy? Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard. Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? But maybe you could lend Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift, you two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater. Is something up? Yeah, but for now, it's more. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon.
La que mencionaba es la que se murió.
Celebrate together at the theater. It's all thanks to you and Nilou that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
O siempre no se murió.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt compared to you. I really... Anyway, all that aside, Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. Alright, then let's head to... Wait, I completely forgot about this pie. Whoa, did you... Just one box. The rest were given to me. That's way too many freebies. All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back
carga con mucho.
before continuing on with my shop. So this isn't even all of it?
No, no se murió, está enferma. Ah, ok, todavía no está muerto. Va.
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake. I'm so sorry to trouble you like that. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things.
Ah, tengo que completarla toda. Vale. Ni modos. Ay.
Oh, well, if it isn't Nilou.
Greetings, Mr. Jute.
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event. So, although it looks like you're gonna need two.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is Paimon. No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler, she introduced
Don't underestimate Nilou. She
¿Por qué
always
te
remembers
bugueaste? No
She's
sé.
also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious...
don't think anything of it. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't...
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows... Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here.
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious.
But is it real?
I just can't help myself. We're 2 peas in a pod. Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Comparte con Paimon.
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't... No matter how many times I eat it, it's...
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident. I baked a lot just now. and it's all packaged and ready.
You made so much. Is it real?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, don't worry about it. What kind of... Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things. Yeah. Everyone has their own way with what...
Nilou, good timing. I have the textile. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices.
Oh, yeah, really.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war. So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because the textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you... No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic. I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with... Our Nilou here is an extraordinarily good listener. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories, and I the more. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end.
It's okay. We're all friends now.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from they're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards. Nilou, why don't you take them?
Huh?
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them. It costs me more to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy the...
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just you? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are all...
Wow, even we...
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving...
Va.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff?
Voy a dejarlo por aquí.
Paimon? Why
Aprovechando
not
que
She must be tired.
ya son las 2:30.
If Paimon were to refuse...
Vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Ya me siento cansado. Y les dije que no me iba a forzar a jugar ni a hacer stream. Entonces, lo dejamos por aquí, gente. A lo mejor mañana hay stream. Yo los aviso por Twitter. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Jilin. Básicamente nos dio esto el señor de las telas. Pues dijo que habían llegado. No habían llegado en óptimas condiciones, ¿no? Yo creo que a lo mejor sí nos dio telas maltratadas, pero pues es gratis. Muchas gracias a Jin, a Mimi, a Pai por estar aquí. Créeme que se hace mucho más amena el que saber que alguien te está viendo o escuchando. Al Oscar por pasarse un ratito. Y pues ya, no hay más. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos en esta aventura del Genshin Impact. Nos queda... Tenemos 50. Y tenemos 470, o sea que podemos comprar dos protogemas. Digo, 2 deseos, pero ya lo de los... Entonces nada, muchas gracias. Buenas noches. Nos vemos. Bye bye.